Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to iTouch Reviewers. I know it's been a while, there really hasn't been that much news, but I do have some pretty cool videos coming up. Like I plan to do a comparison between two different iPhone X screen protectors. One is trash, one is pretty decent, so be looking out for that. I've also got some power bank reviews to do, some 10,000 milliamp hour ones, and I've got one that's wireless and it charges wirelessly. It's a super cool power bank. You're not going to want to miss this. So anyways, on to today's news. Today's news is going to focus a lot around the HomePod, which I do not have. I have no intention on getting one. Kind of want one just to have, but I will never use it. Like there's nothing about the HomePod that I would use because I don't like things always listening. So that's just a deal breaker right there. However, the reviews, besides Consumer Reports, have been very, very positive on this thing. Like sound quality is top notch. Consumer Reports said that it's trash or something, below the Google Home Max and something else. What was it? The Sonos maybe? But a lot of people are discrediting Consumer Reports, saying they're trash now. I think they're trash as well, personally. But regardless, I think the HomePod sounds good from what I've heard through video, especially compared to like the Google Home Max. But anyways, there are some issues with it. For example, some people are having really big setup issues. They're getting this error here. If you guys are getting this error, definitely drop a comment down below, and people will come in and probably watch this video and help you out. So drop a comment down below if you know how to fix these things. But most of them probably you've got to reboot your phone or you're on the wrong iOS version. But yeah, so there are some glitches with this. It's a first generation product. Obviously there's going to be some stuff that's wrong, but just interesting to see because this product was delayed like a long time. People have been waiting for this for a couple extra months. Apple, you would think they would have nailed this down. And just to go on a tangent here, because I know I haven't made a video in a while, they delayed this HomePod, so you would think it would be pretty top notch, like there wouldn't be any issues like this. It kind of reminds me of iOS 12. I'll probably make a dedicated video on it, but for those of you that are true fans that are watching this before I put up that video, iOS 12 is reported to be an upgrade only version. Like it's only going to have improvements, like not a whole lot of new features. They scrapped those until iOS 13. And they did this because iOS 11 is so buggy and everyone's so pissed about it. Now, when I think about that, it's like people come to the iPhone because they want a cool new feature. Like that's why they'll upgrade. And it seems like all they're going to push with iOS 12 is like animojis in like FaceTime or something, some stupid shit like that, and some bug improvements, which is good, and like getting rid of the bugs. But we need dark mode. We need other things in iOS to make it appealing. So I hope that they can kind of find the balance between new features and bug fixes. But anyways, that's a tangent for another day. All right, so if you guys are wanting an Apple Watch Series 3 on the cheap, well, at least a little cheaper, you guys can now get a refurbished Apple Watch 3 with GPS. You guys can see the prices here if I scroll down just a bit. 38mm gold aluminum Apple Watch Series 3 with pink sand sports band is available for $279, down from $329, and the 42mm space gray aluminum model with black sport band available for $309, down from $359. So they have some cuts on that. Again, they are refurbished, so take that with what you will. I personally am not a fan of those items because I'm weird like that. I like my stuff new. But if you are cool with that and you want to save some cash, there you go. Now scrolling down just a bit, this is kind of an issue people are realizing with the HomePod, but it's not unique to the HomePod, but I'll get there. Apple confirms HomePod can leave white rings on wood surfaces with oil or wax finishes. So essentially, if you put this HomePod on your wooden table, if it's got a finish on it, it could leave a white circle, an unsightly white circle, I might add, in the middle of it. Basically worse than like a cut mark or something. It looks really bad. And then if we scroll down just a bit here, people were saying that with their tests, within 20 minutes, the HomePod had caused a white discolored ring to appear on the wood that some days later had faded, although still hasn't completely disappeared. And Apple claims that it's not unusual for a speaker with a silicone base to leave a mild mark. So it's basically just the chemicals in the silicone reacting with the oils. And it's very normal. Like there's other speakers that do this that have silicone bases. Anything with a silicone base can do this. So just be advised, if you're getting a HomePod, just know it could leave a mark on your oil or wax finished wooden tables. If we scroll down here just a bit, Apple recommends cleaning the surface with the manufacturer's suggested oiling method, but they say over several days with the speaker removed, it could go away a little bit, but if that doesn't work, basically to refinish your whole thing, which is pretty crazy. But again, it's kind of expected, but Apple should have made it a little bit more clear. I think I would be pretty mad if I put a $350 speaker on a nice wooden oil finished table and it left a white mark. here's an update here. Apple shared a cleaning and taking care of HomePod support document that includes a section called Where to Place HomePod. The section includes details on the silicone base of the device and warns that it can cause marks on some wooden surfaces. So you guys can see all the information right here. You guys can pause and read it. Apple also suggests the users avoid putting the HomePod near heat sources and liquids, and advises users that it can be cleaned with a damp cloth. So I think the HomePod is a cool speaker. Personally, I think it's just a little overpriced and not something I need. I never listen to music like that, and I also don't like always on assistance. It does look cool, I will say that. It looks nice if you just put it in a room, but it is kind of small, so I probably won't be getting one yet again. But those are just the news articles for today that I wanted to go over with you guys, just to touch base, because I know it's been a while since I put up a video. Been pretty busy, but I'm actually working on something. Like a lot of people on YouTube will just say, oh, I've been busy. No, I'm actually working on another side business company thing. So it's taken up a lot of time, but once I launch it, I think I will let you guys in on it, and it will be pretty cool. But regardless, that's for another day. I will keep you guys up to date with all the news, rumors, and more. Everything to do with Apple. I've got an iOS 12 video coming as well, and a brand new video going over the 3 new iPhones we can expect this year. So definitely make sure you're subscribed, hit this video with a big thumbs up, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.